Hello viewers, this is Bracken Neutron here with an explanation for my absence and changes that will likely happen this year. Content in 2019 is likely not going to be as reliant on rants and critiques as it was in the previous years, and given the situation I'm in right now, I feel like I need to make a technical hiatus for that style for my own mental health. You see, I've had little to no fun actually working on those projects as of late. Some of that is due to my microphone starting to wear out and peaking even more, as you can probably notice, but it's mostly due to stress I put on myself. As soon as the old days retrospective began being worked on back in May, it was destined to be a colossal project. I did have some fun times working on it, but not as much as work from the year before, hell even months before that. It was tricky trying to organize the videos in a good manner, and still is given Old Days Retrospective Part 2 isn't off the table just yet. However, that video is being pushed back till later in the year, if I even hold on to the idea at all. You can blame my stress on that huge project alone, actually. Even after the first episode bombed like mad, I still wanted to finish the project at least within the year's end. Shame that didn't happen. The tedium was a little too much for me to handle, and I still have to learn some of the ins and outs of the new editor I've got. For those curious, my last video on Endopolino Fangirl and this one are being edited using HitFilm Express 4. It's an improvement from Cyberlink Power Director in nearly every way minus transitions. That said, it's harder to use than that, by a long shot, but thankfully I know some of the ins and outs like composite shots and the timeline, so that's good. Those annoyances are prompting me to postpone the project until further notice. The low interest is actually obvious in the video I did on text-to-speech. I tried committing to the concept, but got sidetracked by the bigger project. I later decided to just finish that video relatively quickly. Believe me, the latter half of the text-to-speech rant was rushed. It's not necessarily the editing, but how bored I sounded and how milquetoast the script read. Even my dementia rant, while an improvement, had its super tired and lazy segments during recording. I was slacking on YouTube stuff all throughout the second half of 2018, and not for any BS reasons either. I also got myself wound up in dramas that worsened my stress, but those have since edited didn't leave that huge of an impact. What I did benefit from this was realizing how egotistical I can be, and how little I can get along with my own audience. You see, about 20% of my audience are these angsty little Twitter and YouTube refugees, whose trolling has no bounds. People like Siphon, Machine Head, Liam Gree, Ryan26, Mr. Demon Slayer, the whole 9 yards. They are really interweaved, inconsistent, and confusing. One moment I'll be in the clear, and after I like something from a figure they hate, or just make a little simple mistake, they ass blast me. A lot of that is being done behind my back, unsurprisingly from Encyclopedia Dramatica contributors and psyops, most likely on Discord as well. But it's not like they don't have some okay criticisms against me. For starters, I do have a relatively big ego. I'm not exactly the most insightful with my own criticisms, especially lately. I'd argue I'm more so than they are, but I won't make this some no-you argument. My TTS Rant and Dwebly commentary do struggle from this exact problem, and perhaps I am on the very boring side of ranters, all things considered. Heck, I'm starting to bore my own damn self whilst recording. On occasion, I've tended to be a huge, ultra-crepidarian with the subjects I talk about sometimes. Don't lie, we have all been like that at least a couple times before. And lastly, my vendettas regarding normie memes and the commentary community really don't age well. I still do not hold either in a high regard, but they're not ruining anything, or are as laughable as I once said. Thank you to the game for criticizing my Dwebly video, by the way, even if I discovered it 3 months late. No, really, you should watch this video, it's pretty damn good. There could be more things that have prevented development of video content, like the fears of Article 13 being enacted. But I'm forgetting the big elephant in the room though, which you can probably see right now. Artwork. In pretty much an instant, focusing on my art started overtaking my usual critiquing and video related hobby. I at first thought it would add a little bit more flavor to my videos, and would be a better workaround in case Article 13 does pass. Neither are actually true. I then became more passionate about the artwork I have been doing, considerably more so in fact. 4 original characters have been conceived in the process, which is a plus. Albeit not that many. And yeah, that may explain why my ego's been growing. Right now, there are 2 likely ranting targets in my mind, both of which I have talked about frequently before, and have done videos at least partially going over their content. Otherwise, I have intentions of expanding to more shitpost material and music reviews. I had a lot of fun creating the Yoshi's Funeral project, and you can see future projects like that as me learning how to use more features on HitFilm. As for topics surrounding music, I already have a list planned, and now that I have a CD copy of one of the acts I really want to talk about, I'll start with them. I'm still hoping that Article 13 doesn't pass, otherwise that series would basically be unviewable. Even then, I may make an alternate account in case I do get hit with copyright claims. Anyways, I'll be sure to see you fellas again sometime in February. Ciao!